Well, first time I went to Erie, there's like a super crazy auto parts yard. Agricultural fields everywhere, and then there's just this auto parts yard. The whole thing's lined in old VW buses. Super crazy and kooky. Drove through Erie to go to there, and I was like, this place is kind of weird. My name's Seth Wilcox. I've lived in Erie for 2.5 years. I live in Erie because I wanted to buy a house, and I couldn't buy a house in Boulder. And the particular house I really wanted was in Erie because it was at the airport, and I wanted a house with a big workspace, so I got a house with a hangar. And then it was built as an air park, so all the houses around have access directly off their property under the airport. And it was subdivided but not built as a subdivision, so all the houses are really like big and unique, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, I bought it for workshop. Well, I know the city's actively trying to get more development into it. How are they trying to brand it visually? Like they have the tree and they give away free trees, so they seem to like the tree theme. I feel like Erie's segmented because you've got all these new communities that just a development. There's just mountains of subdivisions that have come up in the last like 15 years. And then you've got the stuff that's been there for longer. You've got like the downtown, which is just an old downtown like you'd expect out like a small town. If you don't feel like you're in a subdivision, you feel like you're in an older town. But then you have all these new developments where it's just the same 4 houses like again and again. You just make these nightmares of gobbled curved streets that no one can get in and out of. I didn't realize where Erie, like Old Town Erie was, probably for way longer than I probably should have. It's kind of like off on the corner right off the main road, in a bunch of trees. Kind of get engulfed in like a forest that is just in the middle of the eastern plains of Colorado. I mean, it's a huge town, but it's really disparate. So like, there's not a grocery store, so yeah, you'd be hard pressed to live there without a car. You'd kind of be driving through, like there looks to be infrastructure here, but it just seems like a random blob of, it's like the Air Force came in and built a test city and just left. I mean, I've seen the rec center. I think the rec center looks really cool. The library next door looks really awesome. The fields look beautiful. It was a lot of money, but I think they did a great job. I think it comes back to being in transition. You're just kind of like, this isn't done yet, I would assume, because there's all this stuff to support other things that aren't quite here. But I love the view from Erie. It's awesome. You can see like the whole Flatirons. I like Erie. I like my house. Like Erie as a whole, I don't really have many feelings the other way. Like I think like the old town core part of Erie has a unique identity to it, but it just seems like another, hey, you want to live close to Boulder or Denver, but you can't afford to live down in Denver? Come on up to Erie. Things are cheap and it's safe and you'll like it.